Well, of course, the two outlying ones, the things that are going north of the wall, and Daenerys Targaryen on the other continent with her dragons are of course the ice and fire of the title, A Song of Ice and Fire.
Daenerys Targaryen is the prince who was promised and Azor Ahai reborn. In the world of A Song of Ice and Fire, the prophecy of Azor Ahai, the legendary hero who will save the world from darkness, has captivated fans and characters alike. This prophecy speaks of a figure who will be reborn amid smoke and salt to wake dragons from stone and wield a sword of fire, Lightbringer, to defeat the coming darkness. While many candidates have been proposed, Jon Snow, Stannis Baratheon, and even Jaime Lannister, one character stands out as the true embodiment of this prophecy, Queen Daenerys Targaryen. The prophecy of Azor Ahai is shrouded in symbolism, with three key elements standing out: rebirth amidst smoke and salt, waking dragons from stone, and wielding a flaming sword. To understand why Daenerys fits these criteria, we must first examine each component. Rebirth amidst smoke and salt. According to the prophecy, Azor Ahai will be reborn amidst smoke and salt. Daenerys' rebirth occurs in the most literal sense during the climax of Season 1, when she walks into the funeral pyre of her husband, Khal Drogo. Surrounded by smoke from the fire and salt from her tears and the tears of those around her, she emerges unscathed, reborn as the Mother of Dragons. This moment marks her transformation from a timid exiled princess into a powerful and determined leader. Waking dragons from stone. Another key element of the prophecy is waking dragons from stone. Daenerys achieves this in the same fiery ritual. The dragon eggs she received as wedding gifts, which many believe to be petrified and lifeless, hatch within the flames of Drogo's pyre. This miraculous event signals the return of dragons to the world, an act that no other character in the series comes close to replicating. The Sword of Fire, Lightbringer. While Daenerys does not literally wield a flaming sword, she commands 3 dragons, fire-breathing creatures that are the very embodiment of a living weapon. In essence, her dragons are her Lightbringer, capable of bringing fiery destruction upon her enemies and the others, or better known as the White Walkers and Whites. The dragons are her instrument of light and fire, fulfilling the symbolic requirement of the prophecy. Daenerys' connection to fire is undeniable, and it ties directly to the Targaryen motto, Fire and Blood. She has consistently used fire as both a tool and a symbol of her power. Whether it's her initial act of birthing dragons, her conquest of Slaver's Bay, or her destruction of the Lannister forces, fire is her chosen weapon. But Daenerys is not merely destructive. Like Azor Ahai, who is said to have sacrificed everything to save the world from darkness, Daenerys also sacrifices her innocence, love, and at times her humanity in pursuit of what she believes is the greater good. Her journey is one of struggle and sacrifice, as she takes on the mantle of a ruler who must make difficult choices for the sake of her people. Prophecies in A Song of Ice and Fire are notoriously tricky, often leading characters astray or to their doom. But Daenerys' actions align more closely with the prophetic visions and symbols associated with Azor Ahai than any other character. Throughout her journey, Daenerys is driven by a deep sense of destiny and purpose. She believes she is meant to rule and bring about a new world. A world free from tyranny, slavery, and oppression. This belief in her destiny resonates with the idea of Azor Ahai as a savior figure. Moreover, in the House of the Undying, Daenerys has visions that foreshadow her role in the fight against the others, or the White Walkers. This imagery of fire and ice colliding, of dragons flying above a frozen land, reinforces her central role in the battle against the coming darkness. Daenerys Targaryen's journey from a meek, abused princess sold into sexual slavery to the highest bidder by her brother, to the mother of dragons, from a liberator to a conqueror, embodies the prophecy of Azor Ahai in its fullest sense. She is the prince who was promised, not because of the title or the prophecy itself, but because of her actions, sacrifices, and the indelible impact she's had on the world of Westeros and Essos. In the end, Daenerys Targaryen is Azor Ahai reborn, not because she fulfills the prophecy in the traditional sense, but because she's the living embodiment of fire, sacrifice, and relentless pursuit of destiny that changes the world forever. For thousands of years, the free people of Essos will sing songs about the great mother of dragons, who broke their chains and ultimately led to their freedom from captivity. Ultimately, she changed the economy of Essos forever. Moreover, her unification of different people from the Unsullied, Dothraki, Astaporians, Marinese, the Reach via the Tyrells, Dorne, and the Iron Islands under the leadership of Yara Greyjoy. Once in Westeros, she turned her sights toward the north and heeded Jon's warning of the great war to come with the undead. She used all her forces to defeat the army of the dead at great personal sacrifice and risk. Without her combined forces, Winterfell would have fallen, and so too would have the rest of Westeros.